right, let's waste no time. Let's get right into it.
But go ahead. We're going
to. The one thing that I just want to talk about in Luke, make sure I say the name right. Crop this part out. Okay. What Luke brought up was like accountability. Like, yes, we can talk about, you know, what our families did to us, all this, all that. But eventually, and I know why people try and say this, and I really don't like that, but eventually comes a point where you have to decide, how do I want to live my life? I haven't talked to my daddy in 6 years. I don't give a fuck about what my family has gone through. I know where I will go. So it's like, you know, you can only say that for so long. Black women are tired, and, you know, kind of like putting onto them like, hey, like, you didn't do this entirely, because everybody in here, several people have talked about, like, you know, going to counseling. Have that upon yourself. Stop waiting for a woman to tell you what you need to do. Take that upon yourself.
Let me address that real quickly. For me, I didn't know fucking how to
Can I say one more thing? No, I have to say this, because another thing that happens is, too, you live your life for so long, and I'm not meaning no disrespect by this.
It's all right, just say it, bro.
But when you hit your 60s and your 70s, I want to be right.
Okay, but let me...
I want to live my life right. I want someone to take care of me and protect me, and that's what a lot of women have issues with.
Because I'm living it right the fuck now.
As I said, I said 60s and 70s.
Let me say this.
Don't overtalk me.
I'm gonna fucking overtalk you because you're talking out of line.
But you're not gonna disrespect me.
You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I do.
Love it.
I do.
You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Oh, I do.
You can't.
I do.
You don't know it, nigga.
I do.
I'm good. You don't know what the fuck you doing. Fuck out of here. I'm living. You can't tell me what the fuck I'm living, nigga. I'm living it right now. You cannot fix no shit that you don't even know is happening.
I think there's a misunderstanding.
No, but he's generalized. You can't. No, listen, bro. Let me stop. This is what it is. Let's get to the truth of this shit. You can't fix no shit unless you meet somebody who is on another level to help you elevate to understand. I'm not indicting anybody. I'm telling you what the shit is. You can't fix some shit that you don't know about, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. And then you get there at 69 or 70 and say, I thought I was being loving all this time. That's what our parents have gone through, and that's why we all so fucked up right now.
You asked, how do we love black women?
Yeah.
That's right here. Trust black women and listen to black women, because they know more than we do what it is that they need.
I don't think that's true either.
As men,
there's a lot of black women who don't know how to love.
I'm not talking about what they know how to love. I'm saying what they need as far as the reproduction.
I get that.
We're talking about, that's what we're talking about right now. Also, if we're going to use our privilege and power as men in society, how do we show up and be accountable? Like you said, the way to be accountable is to dismantle patriarchy, because patriarchy makes it so that men have the power and women do not.
But you can't get there. But go ahead. What
the one thing.
I just want to know, what's the benefit of sitting down with some moist backdooria men talking about what women need? Yeah, what's the point now? All right, let me give you some context. This shit was like an hour long, so I just took this clip. So Clifton Powell, the actor right there, if you remember, you know him, he was basically telling, he was a womanizer, he was cheating on his wife, and, he was talking about how, he didn't see his mother and his grandparents, I'm paraphrasing, be loved the right way, so he didn't know how to love the right way. And basically what Moist Man was saying was like, dude, you need to take some accountability. You're 60, 70 years old, and now you want to come to that realization. And Clifton Powell was like, yo, nigga, how you going to tell me my plight? How you going to tell me, something that I didn't even know was wrong? He said, I didn't even know this was wrong. I didn't know this was something wrong with me. And, and I'm going to therapy to figure this out. And I'm going to say this, the only reason Clifton Powell's wife probably stayed with him through all of that was for the money and his status as an actor in Hollywood. That's the only reason she stayed with him. Let's get that first and foremost. Right? And I'm not having no conversation like this with no moist man. Why not get the real deal in there? And I ain't talking about Samuel L. Jackson and rest in peace to Bernie Mac. Why don't you get women in there and have a discussion? Why are we even just having a roundtable discussion with men who don't even like women, who prefer to sleep with other men? Why are they even in this discussion? I'm not sitting down as a productive heterosexual black man and having a conversation about anything or relationship, women with them. It's just what it is. It's non-productive. Why not get the real thing? You know what I'm saying? And they the patriarchy. Look, the black community is a matriarchy, You seeing what the black community is, they can't build nothing. The matriarchy, it doesn't have accountability. It's time for men to have, men have accountability all the time. There's a whole bunch of good men walking around here. Why don't y'all talk about why the women don't want the good men? And they're admitting it online. They're admitting it in person. So you're talking to a small percentage. We know the 80-20 rule of men that they go for due to status, due to raw attraction, because they ignorant, they terrible. You're talking to a small percentage of blame and a small percentage of you talking about a small percentage of men when it's a bunch of good dudes out there. It's a bunch of good dudes out here. Talk about the real problem. Y'all talking about the patriarchy. The black community ain't been no patriarchy in a long time. It's a matriarchy. This is where there's no men left in the black community. You have people say, I go to baby showers or I go to family functions and it ain't no men at the functions. They're talking about something that's mythical. You can talk about what the white man did this and he did that. Okay, we understand and we see the problem. We still can't fix it. That's why a lot of black men, productive black men, walked away from the black community. That's why they walked away from it. Because you can't fix something where people don't want to fix it. I can't have a wife, have a child, and I can't force the woman to stay. The woman gonna leave it and take me for the resources regardless. It's a matriarchy. They keep talking about the patriarchy. It's a matriarchy in the black community. That's what it is. It's run by women. The women are raising the children. The women are choosing to be single mothers. They choosing the wrong men on purpose. They just want somebody to boss around. The patriarchy ain't hurt nobody. The patriarchy told women they could stay at home, raise the kids, be a housewife, and the men go out and get the bacon. What's the problem with that? Well, what if a man is abusive and a man, y'all still dealing with abuser being single? Y'all still didn't cheat it. Y'all still sharing cheating guys. Man, what are we talking about? Look at Cardi B, left her husband for a cheater. And they was like, well, he was cheating before they got married. What did you expect? You thought your WAP was going to change him? What did you expect? If he cheating during a relationship, then leave. Why they don't never just leave? Because they love cheaters. They love degeneracy. They raised their sons to be the same way. So at the end of the day, the blame, when you talking about the black community, hey, we know what the white man did, what Brad did, but what we can say is we aware of it and women are running the community. Don't put that shit on men no more. Men then took enough responsibility. Y'all put so much accountability, so much blame on men. Men don't want nothing to do with the black. Productive men don't want nothing to do with the community. They prefer to be with black women. They go other places. You try to shame them into being stepfathers. You try to shame them into, taking kids that's not theirs and paternity fraud. Y'all try to shame them, for dating outside the community. It's enough. Y'all done shamed them to lead the community. Y'all got these young men hating black women. So at the end of the day, I'm not having no conversation with them, bro, at all. What productive can come out me sitting down with them? They don't even like women. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.